Okay. And we're good? I think. Possibly. Maybe. Yes. Yeah, I believe we are. Yep. Okay. Anyway, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the weekly reaction to Unordinary and Jungle Juice. So last week was interesting. Basically, Charlie agreed to the terms and conditions of what Kuyo was throwing down. Kuyo said, "Work with us, and we'll let you stay in charge here in Baranish." He ultimately agreed. He started showing everyone around. Ison found one of the master bedrooms and kind of just went to sleep for the night. Charlie showed Remy, Blyke, and Kuyo around this place a little bit more. They showed Charlie showed them what is up, Solo, what is up. But yeah, so Charlie showed them that he does have a lab where he's trying to work out amplifiers of his own, and Kuyo was like, I might be able to whip up some stuff here. He then showed them to like his like office space, I guess. Welcome Solo, welcome Electro. But yeah, and so he showed them to like his office where they were like, okay, show us what's in the safes, and Charlie was like, okay, fine, I will. And like he had a ton of cash, and he had a ton of amplifiers. So yeah, he had tons and tons of amplifiers. But yeah, and so he kind of so as they were like discussing things and kind of going over everything, Charlie started to fall a little bit unconscious because of how much blood he was losing from the fight. And and Yeah, so Kuyo rushed him out to kind of treat him a little bit while Remy ran to help. And Blyke was left with amplifiers. Blyke was staring at those amplifiers. So yeah, things aren't looking good for old boy. Please don't make Blyke a crack addict. Don't do it. Don't do it. Anyway, after that, everything around Branish was sunshine, daisies, and roses. The people were walking around. Quentin was out delivering food himself, and he said that Rosie had got another job, and so she was kind of like leaving. And so yeah, that's where like, and Quentin left off with the oh so dangerous send off of, I think things are going to start looking better from here on out. Yeah, so that is dangerous. So let's go ahead. Chapter is out. So let's go ahead and get into this, shall we? So here we go. Yep. Oh my God, we're at Agwin. We're meeting. Wait. Rain and Grayson. Are we getting the Rainson? The grain. The grain. Okay. Let's see what happens. Oh wait, has it been the end of the week? Like, is Rain supposed to meet up with Caden soon? So Agwin Private High School. So students walking around. It looks it looks more like an apartment building, really. It looks more like an apartment building. It looks like they have a soccer goal, like I guess like a soccer field out front of the school. The halls look a little bit New Boston, but we do have some grayed outs as well as some colored in students. So like a guy with blue hair and a girl with like hair color similar to Keen but a bit longer. Okay, so we're focusing on this guy. Like this guy. Wait! No. No, that can't be. That can't be. No, he's still at Wellston. There's no way. There's no way. He's still at Wellston. No. No, wait. No. No way. No. Wait. That can't. Okay. No. There's no way. Okay. I thought for a second this guy was Roland, but it's not. It's not. I don't think this is Jace. Like this is a completely different hairstyle for Jace Solo. So, wait. What? Oh my. Okay. Solo. Good call cuz I guess it is. So they used a different hairstyle for for their vigilante activity. That's actually really good. That's a smart idea. So yeah, it's Jace. His hair is like a little bit like Blyke's, like a little closer to Blyke's. But yeah, so he's in class sleeping, gets poked with the pits. Ah! And a girl behind him is just like, Lena, the hell's your problem? Class is about to start. I thought these guys were like adults, but okay. Ugh, a gentle shoulder tap would have been fine. Don't have to stab me. And Grayson, the boy Grayson, sees them. Yeah, but this is funnier. And even Grayson, it kind of looks back at them like ... Unordinary 374. So, don't forget to work on your final review packet. I'll be going over it in detail next week, so have your questions ready. Random grade out, teacher. She doesn't matter. That's all for today. Hey, we have to talk about what happened yesterday. Agreed. Let's go. So they walk out, but Grayson takes note of that. What's up with those two? Trouble in paradise? They've been coming in with some pretty bad injuries lately. Wonder what they're training for. Hope they're not fighting each other. And Grayson is just... no way they're getting injuries from like that from casual spar. From a casual spar. Holy shit! Can you believe we actually got to talk to them last night? Is everyone at Agwin just stupid? Is Grayson the only student at Agwin who has a brain? And by the way, we are gonna talk about Grayson because I actually did realize something about his character when we were filming a video last week. But I realized something about Grayson. I remembered something, so we're gonna talk about him. Solo, dude, we've been over this, dude. We've been over this. You need to stop doing that. So, yeah, so... is everyone at Agwin just stupid? Is everyone at Agwin, like... Rain just barges into classrooms unannounced? Like... these guys are literally just talking out loud. Lena, please. X-Ray, nobody, and the blue swordsman? Even that orange guy was super strong. We almost died, but it was worth it. And we played it pretty cool. Oh my gosh. These guys are not subtle at all. Like, okay. Grayson... okay. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry. Okay, so yeah. So we played it so cool. Charlie's guys didn't stand a chance. And that was only 2 of them. Imagine how strong they are all together. With Serafina and John, too. Well, they were able to break nobody out of prison. Absolutely legendary. And Grayson is listening in. Did you know both John and Serafina and John have an ability level above 7? They're like gods among men, and they're only our age. Duh, of course I knew. They know this area isn't completely private, right? Okay, we're getting more Grayson lore, and I like that. I like that a lot. Hey, Grayson, your sister is a powerful lawyer, right? So this is a conversation that they had after... Wait. When is this? Wait, is this? Okay, no, yeah, this is, because I was confused as to why they're in black, but I just remembered, like, of course, they took the guard uniforms. Yeah? When the feds start questioning you, just throw us under the bus. Seriously? Yes! Okay, this is what I wanted to talk about. Grayson absolutely knows everything that's going on, because they told him. They told him about everything. Seriously? Tell them that we tricked you and that we pressured you into everything. That ought to ease some suspicion on you. Yeah, with your family name, as long as you act innocent, they can't touch you without any solid proof. The second they get into your head, though, you, us, we're all done for. They have no idea how serious this is. Hey, you two keep it down. Who's there? Jace, it's me! Grayson? What are you doing being all sneaky? You're not eavesdropping, are you? Not like it was hard to. You guys weren't exactly being quiet about it. You realize who these people are, right? Just mentioning them puts both you and them in danger. So be careful. They look so much younger than they did, like, the last few episodes. They look so much younger than they are from the last few episodes. So Lena's just like, no, not good. We promised we'd keep them secret and now it's out. Wait a sec. Grayson, why are you acting like you know them? Are you one of us? I've only been out a few times. So you spoke with Remy and the gang. How are they doing? Are they okay? Yeah, fine. They're great. And they both smile. So you're a vigilante too? That's awesome. You're usually so bubbly. I didn't know you had it in you. We have so many questions. Okay, tell us. You still go out at night? Well, you want to go together? The more the merrier. Have you ever been up against Ember? Actually said she's faced Ember before. They're way too... Everyone else in Agwin is so stupid. Everyone else at Agwin is so stupid. Grayson is the only person with the brain. Ember is a no-go. Oh, fuck. I just read the next part. Oh, fuck, Grayson. Grayson, they didn't tell them that. Grayson, they didn't tell them. Fuck. This isn't Grayson being stupid, by the way. This is Grayson letting something slip. Ember is a no-go. They're made up of Bureau officials with ability levels above 6, almost double ours. And they have multiple abilities at their disposal. Wait! Hold up! Officials? Didn't Remy tell you? Not the Bureau part. Uh-oh. Did I mess up? True. If Ember is a part of the government, and they've been the ones killing off all the vigilantes, then they're murdering their own citizens. That's so fucked up! You better not be messing with us, Grayson. No, I didn't believe it either until I saw proof. They have proof? Why isn't this shit being blasted all over the air? Jace, shut the fuck up! Stop being so loud! I hate these two! Because the authorities will erase it as soon as it surfaces. Nothing's getting past them, especially not after Unordinary 2.0. Damn. So that's what the media's been hiding. What do we do? We can't just not tell anyone about this. But if we try to convince people, they'd think we're insane. And it'd be even worse if we caught the Bureau's attention. Would they murder us too? Man, this sucks. Oh my gosh, she's back! Rain, when did you get back this morning? It's been months since we've seen you. Where have you been? Just taking care of some family business. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing why that's a super bad idea, Colton. These guys aren't, like, if anyone should be putting that info out there, it is definitely the main cast. These guys, no, they will be killed as soon as possible. They will be killed within a day. The Bureau will find out within a day, and they will be killed immediately. Just taking care of some family business. Aw, Lucky. You got all that time away from school. I won't lie. I really miss this place. Well, we're glad to have you back. Damn. She's so cool. Can you imagine trying to explain Ember to her? Bet she'd laugh in our faces. And Grayson's just ... Okay, now I really have to remember. Does Grayson know about Rain? Because I don't think that he knows about what happened to Rain. But he's definitely suspicious now. Zeta Sai. Oh, John and Sarah? John and Sarah? So, let me get this straight. You want us to locate Orin? That's it? That's the job? A bit easy, isn't it? So John and Sarah, they're in their outfits. They're in their key art outfits. Okay. My fault, Colton. I'm sorry. Isn't that a bit easy? That's correct. Pinpoint his location and Spectre will deploy backup to contain him. The knowledge he holds is too critical. If the authorities get their hands on him, it could mean the end of Spectre as we know it. Your handling of Love in prison was beyond impressive. And John's getting annoyed. That's why I believe you two would be the most suitable for this assignment. You keep singing all these praises. Yeah, you don't even have the decency to show your face. Stop pretending like we're anything more than Spectre grunts. I'm sorry you feel that way, John. Please know that I hold all members of Spectre in the highest regards. I will always be grateful for everything you've done for us. With that being said, dealing with Orin is far from grunt work. He is the most powerful individual within Spectre, and will likely be accompanied by multiple high tiers. What up, Will? What up? You are two of Spectre North's strongest agents. So we're counting on you to find him. And what's all this for? Ability disablers. Orin is very cunning, and his command ability. I need to check. Okay. So Electro, I'm trying to do a Boston accent because Uru said that John should have a Boston accent. So I'm sorry. So trying to remember. I'm pretty sure I said that that's what his ability should be called. I'm pretty sure that's what I said his ability should be called. I'm gonna need to pull it back. I'm gonna need to go so far back. But I'm pretty sure that's what I said his name should be called. So yeah. I might have said commandment actually. But I'm pretty sure I had command in there at the very least. So yeah, makes him even more dangerous. If the situation demands it, use them to protect yourselves. And Sarah gets the file. Next gen, employee record. Name Raphael, age 31. I'll show you. I'll show you in a sec, Wheel. I'll show you. Focus, chemistry, pharmaceuticals, notes, Orn was an exception. It's just the same file we saw with Cassandra, I think. Orn was an exceptional chemist who worked for Next Gen. He used his Next Gen experience to develop Spectre's ability disabler. Okay. So it seems like so with this, I'm pretty sure we do get confirmation Spectre is the only one with a disabler. Orin made it, Raphael made it when he was with Spectre. Project E. Where have I seen this before? Wait, Sarah, what do you mean where have you seen this before? You know exactly where you've seen this before. But okay, the pieces are coming together. Jane's gonna show up soon, I'm telling you guys. So yeah. Okay, so the bonus Agwin Private High School Top 10. Number 1, Rain, ability Arachnid, level 5.1. So, boom! I told y'all she was a high tier. I told y'all she leveled up. No one ever believes me. Nah, you guys believe me sometimes. Y'all believe me sometimes. But yeah, I wonder if the cure is permanent in that you can't get disabled again. I'm sure you can get disabled again, Colton. But yeah, shit, what was I gonna say? Oh no, I know what I was gonna do. But yeah. Okay, so right, okay, no, I know exactly what I was gonna say. So with Rain still having her, it's very interesting that Uru is doing this now, that Uru is showing us this now, because it makes me think that Rain is going to get her ability back. It makes me think that Rain actually might get her ability back soon. Because yeah, she was holding off on like stat sheets for like Sarah and John for like the longest time while they were disabled and stuff. Or no, for Sarah for the longest time because she was disabled. So I think it's interesting that she's still listing Rain as the top 10 of Agwin. And I'm gonna be real. As much as I think that that like Rain is most likely going to go through like some same treatment that Sarah went through when she lost her ability, don't do that, because we've gotten that story twice now with John and Sarah. We definitely don't need to do it for a side character who's becoming important. Like, we don't have to have Rain go through the whole song and dance that John and Sarah went through. So Iru, please don't do that. Oh no, I want Rain to be part of the main team so bad. Wait. What if Cecile and Ison aren't the end game? What if the Tiger of the Jungle and the Spider Queen, what if their end game? Yeah. Sarah is an 8 flat. John is a 7.6. So okay, so Brovin, no ability, but Brovin is a level 4.8. Bro. So I feel like Brovin might have leveled up too, because I think no. I think Rain was 4.9 when she was first introduced way back when. Yeah, Rain was a 4.9. So Brovin 4.8. Go super strength. Is that what it? No, that's definitely what his ability. Yeah, super strength. 4.2. Go got a little level up too. Not bad, little homie. Not bad. And then, oh, that's right. They had a new queen. Because Rain was disappearing. Don't get her name, but she's a 4. And then Jace, Iron Knuckle, 3.8. Lena, Fleet Step, 3.8. Grayson, nothing yet. 8, 9, and 10. We're back. We're back to the mysterious bottom 3. Why do you think Agwin's gonna have more vigilantes? Because killed off the previous royal and his friends. No, Go's still here. He just got a level up. I mean, that's not crazy solo. Like, Elaine wasn't in the top 10 for Wellston before everyone left. So that's what the records said, Electro. We don't know for certain if that's still her level, though. But that is what the records said, yes. Actually, how does this hold up to the current... Okay, so... Oh, wow. Oh, wait. There's no way. So... Their strongest is a queen. Okay. So. Yeah, exactly, Keyshawn, exactly. Also, welcome, Keyshawn. I don't think I said hi to you yet. So, in terms of their queens, when Rain still had her ability, she was a 5.1. So, she's just 0.1 weaker than Cecile. The queens, fairly even. The Kings, Brovin between Zeke, that's a big gap right there. So that's a 4.8 to Zeke's 4.2. Again, the Jacks, Agwin has the edge there because Go is a 4.2, Holden is a 4.0. Then they have, what's her name? The other queen that was covering for Rain at a 4.0. That's their 4th position, which Wellston's 4th strongest student, well, 4th and 5th, are Ventus and Maylee, who are both 3.8. But then Jace and Lena, the Iron Fleet Step Knuckle, they got that covered too because they are 3.8. And then let's see. So that's 4 and 5 for Wellston. Number 6 for. Sorry. Wait. What? Wait. What? Agwin top 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uru fucked up. Okay, so I guess Jace and Lena, they both count for 5 because they're both the same level. So they're 5 and 6. Oh, is Cecile 5.3 now? Did I mistype that in my notes? Oh, I mistyped that. I'm sorry. You're absolutely right because her and Ison are the same level now. I mistyped that. Okay, so yeah, Cecile has a 0.2 advantage on Cecile. So okay, so yeah, so where was I? Damn it. So okay, so 4 and 5 for Wellston are Ventus and Melee, which I guess can both be 4. They are both weaker than the fourth strongest at Agwin, who is a 4. And then we had Abel. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Abel at 3.6, who is slightly weaker than Grayson. Agwin's 3.7. Then Elaine was the heel is the top is number 7 now at 3.5. And then the last 3 students are all, we don't know them, but we have Bria at 3.2, Tanner at 3.1, and Sherry at 2.9 for the last batch of Wellston's top 10. So we're gonna need to see like how far, because in terms of roster, okay. Well, no. We can't say that yet because again, Rain doesn't have her ability back yet. So okay, no. You know what? No. I am gonna say this. If Rain, with Rain having her ability back, Agwin beats Wellston. Agwin beats Wellston because. I'm gonna say this. And it's not fair to say this because we haven't seen enough of her actually fighting. Cecile, I don't think has the same experience to take on multiple opponents, especially towards her who are near her level. So I think with Rain on the team, if we're going top 10 versus top 10, Agwin has the edge over Wellston. And that's actually really cool. That is super cool. Because, yeah, okay. I got the episode pulled up. So here we go. So, here, I think it's pretty obvious that this ended up being a 3v3, not the traditional 1v1 that we did back when the series first started. I think that this was a 3v3. So I think with this, because okay, also Cecile took a little bit of damage. Obviously, Holden and Zeke were taken out. Zeke held up a lot better than Holden. So if Rain was here and Rain had her ability, I do think that Wellston would have lost because we do know that Rain does have experience with fighting because Rain was doing missions for Spectre. Rain was a guard for Spectre and for Orin. So, yeah. And the rest of Agwin's top 10 is dwarfing Wellston's current top 10. This is why I keep saying Sylvia's probably going to be like, my students are trash. I need some prestige. I'm calling in some transfers. So yeah, without a doubt, if Rain was still active, Wellston is getting their shit rocked. Now, obviously, Wellston would still technically be the strongest because let's be honest, let's be 100% honest. Yes, Wellston is not as strong as it once was. However, they are still winning turf wars, even if it is, barely or like more difficult to win them now. So, yes, would Agwin curb stomp Wellston right now? I do think so. If Rain's ability were back, but that wouldn't mean that Wellston's not the strongest anymore, because that would be like the same complex that Zeke had. Like, okay, yeah, you beat John and Sarah when they didn't have their ability. It's like, okay, Agwin, yes, you beat Wellston once. They still have a much bigger history of defeating you and every other school in the area. So yeah. I mean, honestly, Colton, the problem with that, I think Zeke is going to be a victim of his own greed. I honestly think that Zeke is going to be a victim of his own desire for power. I don't think, because the people with Ember are god tiers. First off, they're god tiers. They're, well, assumably they're all god tiers. We obviously have still not met Lumens and Pyre, but the people of Ember are all super, super top of the food chain. But and they're all smart. They're all calculating. Zeke likes to pretend that he is, but he really, really isn't. Zeke isn't that smart. He's not that cunning. Zeke's... Pause. Guys, we're in a hold. We're in a hold. We're in a hold. Everyone just wait. Everyone wait. Wait for me real quick, guys. Wait for me. Wait. Pause. Damn it, where is it? No. Come on. Guys, just pause. Just pause, okay? Pause. Damn it. Okay.
Puppets, all of you, attached to my...
Okay. All right. Pause. We're so, guys, we're so close. We're so close. We are so close. Okay, here we go. So this isn't the exact video. Wait, unless I can. No. I can find it. I promise, guys, we're so close. We're so
Let's go ounce for ounce, and then centimeter up.
Okay, I guess we have to go with this. Okay, so here's the video. Here's the video. You guys ready? This is who Zeke thinks he is. This is who Zeke thinks he is. Okay? This is what literally goes on in Zeke's brain.
Attached to my fingers. Well, I hope puppets, all of you, attached to my fingers. Well, I hope all this blood on my hands doesn't stain the cookie jars I've got my fingers in. Sigh, a king like me must play a game with only pawns. Looks like I've been playing chess while you've been playing chess like an idiot. My world is like a game of charades, because every interaction I have is a charade. Fool me once. No, you you didn't. Ha! I'm a team of one, and you're still outnumbered. Looks like I've just manipulated you.
That's who Zeke. That is literally what goes on in Zeke's head. Like he thinks like that's the kind of genius that Zeke is. But yeah. So yeah, no. I don't think that Ember is going to go after Zeke. I don't think they're going to recruit Zeke. What I think will happen is I do think that Zeke will get his hands on amplifiers. I think Zeke will get his hands on amplifiers. But I think that he's going to get like too hungry for them. He's going to get drunk off of power, and I think the Bureau is going to kill them himself. So yeah. But yeah. So yeah. But yeah. Okay, so going back to what I did. Also. Electro, I hope you're still here because there is one more thing that I did want to show. So like I said, John is from, like, Uru grew up in the Boston area, and I asked her at AX this year, I asked her if she thought that because of that, and because John is specifically from a place called New Boston, I did ask if she thought that John should have a Bostonian accent, and what she said specifically to me is like, I think he should, honestly, because again, like that's what Uru grew up around. Like she grew up around hearing that, so that's why whenever I voiced John now, I am trying, keyword on trying, to do a Boston accent, and this is kind of my basis for that, honestly. So yeah, again, grain of salt, if you will. So here we go. So this is who I'm trying to imitate as I am working on my Boston accent.
I don't even know where to start with you. I mean, do you even know who you're talking to? Yo, what's up? Do you have any idea who I am? Basically, kind of a big deal. Oh, man, that's beautiful. Are you listening? Okay. Grass grows, birds fly, sun shines, and brother, I hurt people. Boink! I'm a force of nature. Boom! If you were from where I was from, you'd be fucking dead. Woo!
There you go. That's who I'm kind of trying to like do for yeah. Is Scout's voice an impression? I thought his VA was actually from Boston. But yeah. So that's what I'm trying to do. Okay, so Will, I'm not saying that John sounds like Scout. I'm saying like that's the accent that I'm going for, basically. Anyway, so back to Grayson though, because like I said, and I'm glad that we got confirmation of this in the most recent episodes. But the reason why I thought of this was because okay, so yeah. So this episode right here, 334, we were discussing this and this got brought up. God, I hate Grayson so much. But yeah. So yeah. Pinky and Friends. So yeah, they're talking about this. Jeez, the hell happened to you? Brims came after me. Brought 2 officers to my dorm and tried to gut me on the spot. Who's Brims and what do you mean by officers? Right, he's totally out of loop. Brims is an Ember agent, short for Brimstone. Oh. You told the authority. Yeah, just one problem. The Ember was created by the authorities. You're pulling my leg, right? So, yeah. So, yeah. Grayson saw everything. And, again, it makes sense that, like... So, yeah. And here is also the thing. Here is also the thing. Keon definitely doesn't know that Grayson knows all this because, again, he was blocked from accessing Grayson's memories. So, yeah. So, yeah. Like I was saying from the beginning, absolutely, Grayson was just covering for them. Like, Grayson was absolutely just he was just putting up a front. Like, there is no way that Grayson actually believed that, like, what the media was saying about them. Oh my god. So, yeah. Grayson had not drunk the Kool-Aid. Yeah, I think that's what my prediction for his name was, that it would be Torch. But yeah. Okay. Question of the day, because it seems like we're finally going to be getting there. What do we think? So we've definitely done this question in the past a few times, but I think now more than ever it's very relevant to talk about and bring this up. What do we think Oren's level is? I'm still gonna go with I do think he's 8 territory. I think he's 8+. So command, he's got that ability. We got confirmation of his. I think we got like pretty solid confirmation that his ability is command. Just by what Neil said right now, the way he worded it. So yeah, that's question of the day for Unordinary. What is Oren's level? I don't know, Keyshawn. Like, here's why I think that he's like on Sarah's level, if not like farther, is because he can obviously like place commandments on multiple high tiers, mind you. Multiple high tiers, he can control them at once. With Rain and the other guy. Actually, no, it was 3 because he ordered the first guy to like stand down, basically. He can have lingering effect on people, and also he has the ability to take over people's bodies. So yeah. Keyshawn. 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 Keyshawn, why do you think Jane is an 8? I want to... Solo, don't say anything. Don't say anything, Solo. Keyshawn, why do you think that Jane is an 8? No one else saying it. Like, I'm talking to Keyshawn right now. Why do you think Jane is an 8? Go ahead. Like, I want to hear you out. I want to hear you out, Keyshawn. Keyshawn, do you have anything to say? But I'm willing to hear you out, Keyshawn. Like say something. Cause Keish, like, okay, okay. So Keyshawn, now that you've said that, where's your proof? So now that you say that, Keyshawn, like, where is your proof that is what's happening? What is your evidence that where's your evidence that that's how it is? Here's the thing about that, Will. Here's the thing about that. I know for a fact he did not forget details. I know for a fact he did not forget these details because he specifically said the side effects of constant experiments and drug use diminish her level a bit. So I know he didn't forget the details. I concede you're right. I just think that when you don't use it for so long, your level diminishes. Okay. Okay. That is a fair theory. I would say that's a fair theory. The only thing we really have to disprove that, honestly, is John, who we know did not use his ability for a very extended period of time. Granted, John has not been in captivity and been experimented on nearly. John has not gone without prolonged ability use nearly as long as Jane have. If we're gonna go with the theory that she has not been using her ability, I think it's quite obvious that like they need her to use her ability in order to like research it. So I'm sorry, Keyshawn. It's just that's not it, my guy. That's not it. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Keyshawn. Okay. Solo. That's a very fair point. That is a very fair point. I will give you that. I think the only thing now, again, I do think we have evidence against that Solo because it seems like who's the guy, Ian in Brannish? It seems like he still I don't think that Ian is like physically handicapped. I think like like to the extent that like, you know, he's lost complete use of his legs. I think it's just his legs not properly healed because, you know, living in Brannish fucking sucks. But it seems like he might still have his level. Now granted, also what's his name? Tarek did specifically say his ability is half as effective now. But it does seem like he is still a god tier since he is being recruited for Ember. So yeah. Okay, so Will. To that, I do also want to bring up, like, I definitely do think it's obvious that Jane's body is weaker. However, I do think that she might... I don't want to say that Jane's body is fine, quote unquote. I do want to say I think Jane might surprise us, actually. Because the doctor said specifically that she shouldn't have been able to talk because of the treatments she was going through, and yet she was. So I definitely think there is more to Jane than meets the eye than like her physical appearance might suggest. Dawson, what? Well, yeah, but we need to get more info on like how far converted abilities like how far converted abilities like track or like add to a person's level, if they add at all. Well, no, Dawson, I want you to like explain it more. Like, what do you mean via a nozzle? Like, is he just gonna like grow like a little thing so like he can like turn it up or down depending on how much aura he needs? Yeah, exactly, Will, exactly. Okay, so you know what? Yeah, let's talk about it because okay. So here, Tarek Where is it? 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 Okay, so boom, got the stun lockdown. Kuyo can't move. Boom! John pulling up, block him. Nah, sorry, bro. You get lightning. What? Yeah, okay. That's a good idea, Solo. That's a good idea. Boom. I sliced right there. Ah! Falls to the floor. Boom. So right there, ability became half as effective. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dawson. You need to get out the kitchen. You can't cook. You cannot cook anymore. I'm sorry. So, but Warden. So, boom, 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 boom. The aura is all wrong. Bang. Gets shot. Bang. Sarah shows up. Kicks him into the wall, and then literally smashes his head in. No, Dawson, you don't get to cook anymore. I'm sorry. No, you don't get to cook anymore. You have been kicked out of the kitchen. Okay, so yeah. Tarek's got a little bit of healing. Now granted, Solo, I will concede. You might be right. It might actually be a good theory that that Tarek might not be a natural god tier. Possibly. We don't really know. But there is one thing I want to see, because, he's 6.2. Maybe he was a 6 and the converted ability bumped him up a little bit, maybe. But one thing I want to check, where would it? No. Let's check. Let's check the bad bitches stats again. So, boom, boom, boom. Okay. So Farah, hypnosis plus 6.5 plus. So, okay. Everyone else's level, obviously, from what we've seen, no one else's abilities has the plus. Oh, I don't think I noticed before. The plus is also on which stats specifically were also enhanced. That's actually a pretty good detail. So we're gonna need to get more information, obviously. I don't think that right now Uru is going to be answering questions about how these are specifically calculated. But what I myself infer from this, from these stats, is that that Farah is a 6.5 plus a little bit extra. So I think that Farah herself does have an ability level of 6.5, but because she has extra stats, she is actually stronger than that. It's just that's not part of the calculation. No, I'm sure, Solo. I'm sure. So I think that Tarek is a 6.2, but a little bit extra because he has the plus. So he's actually stronger than 6.2, but it's just plus because that's not his natural ability. That's not really part of the calculation for his level. I don't really have an idea of what John. I didn't watch Batman Beyond much as a kid. I have a rough idea of what he sounds like, but not like super super positive. So that's also what I wanted to check right now, Solo, because where is it? Hello? Hmm. So, okay. So here's what I'm going to say. Liam, you do not have that shit on, man. God, your ass, bro. So, okay. These could be this versus Ember's converted ability stats could be, they could absolutely be separate calculations that like Uru is figuring out and like to showcase us. We could get other Ember other Spectre agents that have converted abilities that Uru will show, and they'll be just like this too, like how Candace and Liam's are. What I think this was, though, was like Uru not necessarily fully figured out how she was going to do stat sheets for converted abilities. That's how I took it. However, this is like over like 50 episodes later in the series. So yeah, could the calculations be different? Yes. What I myself inferred it to be was that Uru hadn't really figured out how she was going to make stat sheets for people with more than one abilities that were done from conversion technology. So yeah, so it could be that they're separate, but that's what I thought. But yeah, the way I do see it though is that Farah is a flat 6.5, but also like going back further too. Let's see. Right here. By this point, we knew that Byron had more than one ability. We know that like right here, Byron has more than one ability, but he's not using it right now. So he's not using it right now. So we just get his flat stats of 6.0. Botanist. Granted, I think like down the line we will get like actually you know what I think Byron and Valerie are gonna be the keys to how these stats show, because if down the line we get Byron with like, because right now with just his normal stat sheets with just Botanist, he's a level 6.0. If down the line, because we obviously know that like he has lightning and flame claws and speed, I think he has regeneration. I'm not gonna check the episode. I'm not gonna go through that whole fight, but we obviously know that like Byron had multiple other abilities that he has. So do I think the conversions can wear off? Probably, honestly, like probably they can, but if Byron has a higher level when we get his Ember stats, when we get Brim's stats, and it's like a 6.5 plus or something like that, I think that will be the giveaway. Like, okay, so like, you know, this is how much the level increase will be. Like okay, so like the converter stat sheets are like different levels entirely. I think another like sign of that will of course be where I don't think it was here. Was it here? No, it was here. Yes, Valerie 7.5. I think Valerie will be another giveaway as to how converter technology abilities are read, because if we see that it's just 7.5 plus, then that'll show us like, okay, actually, you know what? No, definitely. So this Valerie will definitely show us like how they're calculated, because looking at this now, I think you might be onto something, Solo. Because Valerie is fast as Valerie is fast as Vulcan. She is a lot faster than Remy can keep up with. This speed right here is not going to cut it. So her speed is most likely like, higher up like here. So obviously converted abilities make people stronger. I do think Vulcan, if Uru shows us, because her speed is going to be way past what it already is. Her recovery might be, well, actually, no, wait. What was Far's recovery at? Okay, so yeah, I think that Valerie's recovery is like closer to Farah's. So yeah. If Valerie shows us 7.5 plus, it'll like we can obviously tell like, okay, Ember stat sheets are just their level plus extra. Okay. Maybe, Colton, maybe, because yeah, it definitely seems like the technology isn't perfect. They're obviously running experiments in like the lower tier cities, like with these like amplifiers to get rid of negative side effects, most likely. So yeah, I could see like there being some negative side effects to like the converter ability soon. I mean, so Solo, I think by this time the Bureau has that figured out, if I'm being honest. Because Rey's been dead for like half a year now, and like other superheroes who were okay. The first Ember ability had to be the Flame Claws. Because that's what Ember's been known for, burning and tearing apart their victims with brutal attacks before branding them with the thing. Valerie, when Rey and Kuyo fought Valerie and Byron, Valerie had obviously been working on this for a long time. Byron was new to it when Rey was killed. So they clearly also had regeneration for a long time as well. Rey's been dead for roughly roundabout half a year, we can say. Off their head, does anyone have the... Does anyone have that episode count? Wait. Right here? Okay, here we go. So yeah, Valerie's been at this for a while. Valerie has been at this for a while as an Ember agent. Byron gets his shit rocked, can't really handle business. Byron specifically says, where is it? Forgive me, I still haven't gotten used to this ability yet. So Byron was new to the game when Ray was killed. So obviously Byron's getting up, he's healing up, he's fine. They've had Flameclaw and regeneration for a long time, and they just figured out lightning. So I don't think, like, you know, the decomposed corpses and everything, I don't think that's really too big an issue for the Bureau. I think they've got it figured out at this point. Granted, you could still be right. Like, you know, they could figure out, like, hey, like, you know, we can't really... I think it'll get to the point where they may be like, okay, we've, like, put lightning into these few agents. Let's get some other abilities. Yeah, so like I think because of Jane, like they have that figured out where like they have like the ability DNA, the ability, like they have like the aura sample or whatever. They have the magical MacGuffin. They have the unobtainium. They have the ability unobtainium, the ability knight. So yeah, I don't think like they have to worry about that at this point. Dawson, did you switch accounts? Also, yes, obviously they had regeneration, Dawson. Byron literally healed himself. Like, Byron literally got damaged. Like, yeah, he avoided these attacks, but Ray still got him. Fucked him up. He heals himself. Solo, that is not the only question, my guy. That is not the only question. There are a lot of questions right now. Okay. You guys want to talk about this? You guys want to talk about the dampener and like... Uru? I'm sorry. I am sorry. I think I have proven that I sing praises of your series more often than not. I'm going to be a little mean right now. I'm sorry, Uru. If you see this, I am sorry. You know that I love your series. You know that I love Unordinary. Speaking of the dampener, do you guys want to know why, while Rowden Hill was one of the best, the best arcs and like fights of Uno, you guys want to know why it's also one of the worst and stupidestly like drafted up plot points as well? Because of the fucking dampener. So, where is it? Where is it? Right here? No, I went too far. Nope. I'm here. We made it. So, where is it now? So John. So John snaps. He's like going on a tangent and everything. Blake is like, blah. Sarah's like, okay, fuck. Shit's going down. God damn it. So they're arguing. Ison's keeping an eye on Terrence. The dampener's here. And 10:35. Everyone gets dampened. Even Terrence gets dampened. Blah, blah, blah. Shit's happening. Blah, 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 blah. They got dampened at 10:35. And I think it lasted for an hour? Is an hour or... Yeah, no. There's no way that, like... It lasts for an undisclosed amount of time. So, they start walking around... I thought there were more. Oh, wait. Is it here? The last time I was dampened, it took... Oh, no. He was just talking about this. So... Yeah. Did Terrence run off? Terrence... And Uru just completely destroyed Terrence as a character and... made me never sympathize with him again, no matter what's wrong with, no matter what happens to him. So yeah, there's this. Again, they were dampened at 10:35. Blah, blah, blah. Shit happens, etc. Choo! 10:50. It's been 25 minutes since they were all dampened, etc. So Remy and Arlo. Okay, now it's been... Wait. Okay, now it's been half an hour. Since everyone was dampened. Etc. Things happen. So kids are getting shot. It's so close to... Wait. This isn't math. No, this is math. So close to 40 minutes have passed. No, that's not math, Jay. God damn it. Okay, so no, 27 minutes have passed now. Terrence takes his goddamned dampener negator. Terrence takes the goddamn dampener negator nearly half an hour after being dampened. Okay, not sure. I didn't know we had a way to negate the dampener's effect. It's a new development. The chemist finalized it a few days ago. It was finalized. Guys, am I crazy, or should that not mean, okay, we have finished running tests on it. This works. This works. It's good to go. No more testing. It's good for the field. This is finalized. This will be our first time using it on assignments. So, okay, it's their first time using it on an assignment, but again, it's finalized. So yeah, if all goes according to plan, this will be very helpful in the future. How are the targets doing so far? So, okay. They should be worn down by the time we get there. It has officially been half an hour at this point. So, blah, blah, blah. Things happen. Everything goes down. but Terrence took the dampener negator, so he should be fine, right? 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 It has been 35 minutes since it happened. So, Remy and Arlo get dampened as well. I forgot about that, but it's been 35 minutes since John and the others their abilities were cut in half. Evie was crying. I hated that. I didn't like that one bit. But okay, cool. They're fighting. Stuff's happening. It's cool. Everything's happening. Boom, 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 boom. So we keep moving. Oh, you're right. 40 minutes. 40 minutes? No. 30 minutes. Because they got dampened at 35. So 11:05. Where was that? So, okay, 15. So this has been 40 minutes. This is 40 minutes right here. So more shit happens, blah, 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 blah. Time keeps moving forward. They fight. Everything happens. They're good to go. Boom, 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 boom. Fighting back. And here we go. Terrence is here. He took the finalized dampener negator. We have 15 minutes before the effects start wearing off. Let's go. $11:20. $11:20. Okay. 11:20. 11:20. I need to go back again. So again, dampened at 35. Okay. So half an hour later, he took the dampener. So, again, he took a dampener half an hour later, and like 15 minutes. So, within the span of 15 minutes, his ability was starting to be fully restored. Within the span of 15 minutes. Okay, that's pretty good, I guess. That is pretty good. What is the point? What was the point of having Terrence? What was the point of having Terrence take it, specifically track the time, take account of everything when they were disabled, how long they had until it wore off, and like tracking how much time he had before he was getting his ability back. Almost 5 minutes and before John is back at full power. John is starting to get back at full power, by the way. He is absolutely starting to get back to full power. Everyone's abilities are coming back in less than an hour. What was the point of having Terrence do all of that if he still had to take the whole amount of time? I don't, like, I'm sorry. Like I said, I was going to be mean. What was the point of having the dampener, the dampener negator, the whole time limit, everything like that? What was the point of keeping track of all that time if it didn't matter? Because A, John still got his ability disabled, and B, like, it still took Terrence, like, so much time was wasted. You give him a finalized negator for the dampener, but he still does not have his, he just barely gets his ability back before everyone else does. Like, why? To what end? What purpose? You know? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Like I said, Rowden. I like the Rowden saga a lot for a lot of things. Rowden Hill was not one of those things. Rowden Hill was not one of those things, my guy. It was not one of those things. You guys remember when, like, Terrence seemed kind of cool? No. Keyshawn, like, no. Absolutely. Like, that's not what I'm saying, Keyshawn. That's not what I'm saying, Keyshawn. Like, absolutely, John has more combat experience than Terrence does. Like, that's why he was able to get overpowered. What I'm saying is the fact that, like, Uru set all this stuff up and, like, we were, like, keeping track of all this time and the characters were keeping track of all this time and everything. Like, that really didn't mean anything in the end. I honestly do think Rowden would have been much more satisfying and would have been, like, much sadder if, like, Terrence was an actual threat in this whole thing. Because, like, again, like I just said, the problem with it isn't that, like, there is the dampener and, like, there is, like, you know, all this stuff. It's the fact that, like, the dampener negator really ended up not mattering all that much. Because Terrence, like, didn't even get his ability back, like, that much. Okay, well, no, I guess you could say, like, he got it back, like, 10 minutes before everyone else. But even then, like, yeah, sure, he had 10 minutes. What the fuck was he doing for all that 10 minutes? Like, I guess finding them finding them again. I guess like that's what we have to infer is what happening. We don't know because all we got was Terrence saying like, okay, we have this set amount of time before their abilities start coming back to full power. So let's take care of this mission quick. You didn't do that, bro. You didn't take care of it quick. You actually procrastinated to the last possible second. So yeah, I don't know, dude. Like, I absolutely 110% understand these guys, like John, Ison, and Blythe holding off a bunch of mid-tier Spectre agents. I 100% get that. Like, I get that. But it's just like, the dampener negator really ended up not mattering all that much. Like, for a finalized version, in my opinion, still took way too long to, like, actually mean anything. And in the end, it ended up not meaning anything because Terrence and his cronies finally took action when everyone was coming back to full strength. It didn't mean anything. It didn't matter. So I don't know. Like, it's weird. Rowden Hill is one of the bad parts of Unordinary. The Rowden saga is great. The Rowden Hill arc is not the best. I have heard that. I don't know too much about math to like actually like put them together, but I have heard like some mathematicians in the community like say like these charts are not correct. Yeah. Solo. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm pretty sure I've said this before. I'm gonna say it again. Terrence absolutely deserved no redemption. Like, yes, John had problems. John still does have problems. Terrence was an actual psychopath, and he will never get any sympathy from me. Ever. Like, what do you mean? Like, what do you mean that, like, you were perfectly okay with, like, two low tiers who you know can never defend themselves? You're okay with their lives being threatened like that. Like, who you claim to be their friend. Like, you pretended and acted as if you were their friend. Like, what do you mean, like, that was it? Like, bro, come on. Come on. Like, no. Like, Terrence, get out of here, dude. Like, get the fuck out of here. We've been going for a while, and we haven't even done the second reread. Oh my god. And, like, again, Uru, I do think, like, it's quite obvious that, like, I do appreciate and understand, like, your work. That doesn't mean I'm not going to criticize it at times. In my opinion, Terrence is a very poorly handled character. Because, like, everything about Terrence pre-Orin reveal, I'm gonna say that pre-Orin reveal Terrence, everything with pre-Orin reveal Terrence everything shows that Terrence was a kid who was like definitely like a bit sketchy. Like, obviously we need to keep an eye on this kid, but like this kid was like, no, like we need a better society. Like we need to follow John. Like John is who like everything showed like Terrence was like a little sketchy, but like probably good-hearted. Then the Oren reveal happens, and it's just like, oh, he's a two-faced manipulative sociopath, but it doesn't work well at all. He writes up documents and reports to send to Sarah, or to send to Layla and presumably Oren, which specifically say, yes, I think this person is a perfect candidate for Spectre because they care about this, and this. Yes, like blah, 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 blah. Like, he writes these things up. And then, like, it's like, oh, no, actually, this kid's a little psychopath. This kid's actually a demon. And, like, the way it's done is not very well executed, like, at all. Again, kind of like what I've said about Arlo, where it's just kind of like she basically just rewrites like no, it's like this. Actually, she kind of rewrites Terrence to just be like, actually this kid's like a little psychopath, actually, kinda. So yeah, like, I don't know. Wait, what? What do you mean by that, Solo? I mean, before he was revealed as a crazy person, like near the beginning of Unordinary, if you were an Uno, maybe it's just me, we have to, like, that's an incomplete sentence, my guy. What did you mean by that? Also, who's Felix? Remind me of who Felix is. Who are we talking about when we say Felix? Like, okay. Remy is a good character that Uru was able to, like, actually write and put effort into and, like, show us, like, okay, yeah, like, Remy's cool. Like, Remy's pretty chill. Season 1, Remy. Dear God, she was insufferable. Holy shit. Season 1 was not a good season for Remy. Absolutely not. I don't want... we've been over this, Solo. Like, I don't watch any like, I don't watch stuff from that company anymore. And I was never also, like, really big into Red versus Blue either. Like, Uru was able to take Remy from, like, a very self-righteous and hypocritical person whose naivete was horribly offensive, to someone who, like, actually showed, like, and put in effort into, like, bettering their society. And you guys know that I was, like, a safe house hater from the beginning. Like, you guys know that I did not think that the safe house was going to work at all, but it did. And I was like, damn, Remy, like, not bad. You proved me wrong, kid. Like, good for you. Good for you. Oh, okay. That's what you were talking about. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. But yeah. So yeah. That's that conversation. We will go through a quick reread of the episode. So, let's see. Now that we're starting to reread, I'm remembering everyone at Agwin is fucking stupid. Damn it, why are they all so stupid? Why are they all so stupid? Why is the simp boy the only smart one at Agwin? So, here we go. So, Agwin Private High School. Again, kind of looks more like an apartment complex. So, blue hair walking around. Tan hair walking around. On his desk napping, got bandages on his face. Pokes with a pencil from the tan girl. Lena, what the hell is your problem? Class is about to start. Nice, Keyshawn. Glad you're liking it. A gentle tap on the shoulder would have been fine. Didn't have to stab me. Yeah, but this is funnier. And Grayson looking back like ... Unordinary 374. Don't forget to work on your final review packet. I'll be going over it in detail next week, so have your questions ready. That's all for today. So, Jace stands up. Hey, we have to talk about what happened yesterday. Agreed. Let's go. And so Lena nods. They get up and leave. And Grayson looks back again. What's up with those two? Trouble in paradise? They've been coming in with some pretty bad injuries lately. Wonder what they're training for. Hope they're not fighting each other. And Grayson's kind of like ... again. No way they're getting an injury like that from a casual spar. So they're in some sort of courtyard. This might be a rooftop or... No. This is absolutely not a rooftop. Because Grayson, this is like a courtyard like at Wellston. Holy shit! Can you believe we actually got to talk to them last night? X-Ray, Nobody, and the Blue Swordsman. Even that orange guy was super strong. We almost died, but it was worth it. And we played it pretty cool. So they fist bump each other. Charlie's guys didn't stand a chance. And that was only 2 of them. Imagine how strong they are all together. With Serafina and John too. Well, they were able to break Nobody out of prison. Absolutely legendary. Did you know that both Serafina and John have ability levels above 10? Or above 7? And Grayson is listening in on this. Well, duh. They're like gods among men. Duh, of course I knew. They know this area isn't completely private, right? So now we're getting the flashback. So back at the apartment. Hey, Grayson? Your sister's a powerful lawyer, right? Yeah? When the feds start questioning you, just throw us under the bus. Seriously? Tell them that we tricked you and that we pressured you into everything. That ought to ease some of the suspicion off of you. On you. Yeah, with your family name, as long as you act innocent, they can't touch you without any solid proof. The second they get into your head, though, you, us, we're all done for. They have no idea how serious this is. Hey, you two keep it down. Who's there? And Grayson grabs Jace's arm as he punches. Jace, it's me! Grayson? What are you doing being all sneaky? You're not eavesdropping, are you? It's not like that was hard to do. Hard to. You guys weren't exactly being quiet about it. You realize those people... You realize who these people are, right? Just mentioning them puts both you and them in danger. So be careful. Not good. We promised we'd keep them a secret, and now it's out. Wait a sec. Grayson, why are you acting like you know them? Are you one of us? I've only been out a few times. So you spoke with Remy and the gang. How are they doing? Are they okay? Yeah, fine. They're great. So you're a vigilante too. That's awesome. You're usually so bubbly. I didn't know you had it in you. That would be cool. I think we are past that though, Colton. We have so many questions. Okay, tell us how long you've been doing this. You still go out at night? Well, you want to go together? The more the merrier. Have you ever been up against Ember? X-Ray said she faced Ember before. They're way too eager about this. Ember is a no-go. They're made up of Bureau officials, all with ability levels above 6. So almost double ours. And they have multiple abilities at their disposal. Wait! Hold up! Officials? Didn't Remy tell you? Not the Bureau part. Uh-oh. Did I mess up? If Ember is part of the government, and they've been the ones killing off the vigilantes, then they're murdering their own citizens. That's so fucked up. You better not be messing with us, Grayson. No. I didn't believe it either until I saw proof. They have proof? Why isn't this shit being blasted all over the air? Because the authorities will erase it as soon as it surfaces. Nothing's getting past them, especially not after Unordinary 2.0. Damn. So that's what the media's been hiding. What do we do? We can't just not tell anyone about this. But if we try to convince people, they think we're insane. Even if, and it'd be even worse if we caught the Bureau's attention, would they murder us too? Man, this sucks. Oh my gosh, she's back! Rain, when did you get back? This morning. It's been a month since we've seen you. Where have you been? Just taking care of some family business. Lucky. You got all that time away from school. I won't lie. I really miss this place. Well, we're glad to have you back. Damn, she's so cool. Can you imagine trying to explain Ember to her? Bet she'd laugh in our faces. And Grayson is just ... So, Grayson might be a bit on to Rain. Again, I need to double check because I don't think Grayson really... Grayson might have like mentioned that like Rain hasn't been around in a bit. But yeah. But yeah. No, Solo, agreed. Uru, we need some Agwin art. Like, we do need some Agwin art. So, Zetasai. So, it's a meeting room with John and Sarah. So, let me get this straight. You want us to locate Orin? That's it? That's the job? A bit easy, isn't it? That's correct. Pinpoint his location, and Spectre will deploy backup to contain him. The knowledge he holds is critical. If the authorities get their hands on him, it could mean the end of Spectre as we know it. Your handling of Love in prison was beyond impressive. That's why I believe you two would be most suitable for this assignment. You keep singing out all of these praises, yet you don't even have the decency to show your face. Stop pretending like we're anything but Spectre's, more than Spectre's grunts. I'm sorry you feel that way, John. Please know that I hold all members of Spectre in the highest regards. I will always be grateful for everything you've done for us. With that being said, dealing with Orin is far from grunt work. He is the most powerful individual within Spectre. Oh, I missed that. I don't think I read that during the first read through. He is the most powerful individual within Spectre. Okay, so I was wrong. I thought Miranda would have been like the head girl, but Miranda might still be the head. But okay, so like this is confirmation that Orin is the strongest. Or this might be this might actually be talking about like his pull within the organization. I guess we'll have to wait and see to like get more clarification on what that means specifically, and will likely be accompanied by multiple high tiers. So Sarah and John just kind of look at the screen more. You are two of Spectre North's strongest agents. So that it could either be that he is the strongest member of Spectre, but it could also just mean like he has the most influence. He's the most powerful like, influence wise with Inspector. So yeah. You are two of Spectre North's strongest agents, so we're counting on you to find him. And what's all this for? Ability disablers. Colton, I'm trying, bro. I'm trying. Orn is very cunning, and his command ability makes him even more dangerous. If the situation demands it, use them to protect yourselves. So Sarah pulls one of the files. Next Gen employee record. It's the same one that... where is it? Is it right here? Yeah, it is. It totally is. How did Neil get this? Literally the same file. Literally the same file, and Sarah's just reviewing it. Orion was an exceptional chemist who worked for Next Gen. He used his Next Gen experience to develop Spectre's ability disabler. And she notices Project E. Project E. Where have I seen this before? And that is where episode 374 ends off. The bonus. Agwin Private High School top 10. Rain. So, like I said, I do think it's a little strange that Uru has kept Rain as like the queen, because she, with her ability, still disabled. But Rain, Arachnid 5.1. Rain was a high tier. Brovin, no ability yet, but 4.8. Go, ability super strength 4.2. He leveled up a little bit. Random nondescript girl ability level 4.0. Name Jace, Iron Knuckle 3.8. Lena Fleet Step 3.8. Both of them are rank 5. Grayson, no ability yet, level 3.7. And 3 unknown students. So with this, I definitely think we're probably gonna spend a bit of time with Agwin. Like, I don't think like right now. But like like Agwin is gonna become more important, I feel. Uru, we need some cool abilities, man. Brovin better have a fucking sick... with all the sauce you put into that Brovin redesign, he better have some sauce, Uru. There better be some sauce. And that the temp queen, she better have some sauce too. She was adorable. So yeah. Yeah, still nothing on Holden. We got... If we get the full Agwin top 10 reveal, like the full reveal, names, looks, abilities, levels, if we get all of that for the Agwin top 10 before we get the ability for Holden, oh, I swear, Uru. So yeah, question of the day. Question of the day. Now that we are going after Raphael, and I know we've done this question in the past, but we are gonna stick with it. What is his level? We got confirmation of his ability, name, Command. What is his level? That's question of the day. All right, Solo. I will see you later, man. So yeah, there is that. And with that, let us now jump to Jungle Juice. So last time on Jungle Juice, Hye-sung actually won. Hye-sung was actually able to beat Su-chan, so that was dope. San did some experiments, and Breeders got all the blue amber in the Baltic. So, yeah. So he's ready to fuck shit up. So, let's jump over to this. Oh, no. Oh, no. So, Mihui, what do you want? What was her name again? Mihui Kim. Fucking bitch. Damn, bro. I get mad every time I think about how she tried to eat us alive. Don't you think so, Meihua? But I was never more disappointed in my life. You'll become nourishment for her. No, I refuse to be the prey anymore. I can't die just yet. About 5 years ago. Oh no! Sad backstory for the praying mantis girl. Oh my. Sorry. I thought you were a dumpster because you smelled so bad. That's not very nice. Take a shower, will ya? No wonder she has no friends. She really does stink, though. Of course she does, because she lives in a filthy neighborhood. To be abolished? Polished? I lived in a dark and damp half basement with literally nothing. I'm back. Not even light. You. Why are you late? Because I got wet while cleaning the bathroom. I was drying my clothes because it was cold. Damn. What kind of lame-ass excuse is that? Don't you dare lie to your mom again. Unless you think you're better than everyone else. Like your dad who ran away as soon as I got pregnant. We live in this hellhole because of you. You should not have been born. Maybe Mom was right. Alright, we're gonna avoid that. I'm suffering greatly. Probably because I was born in the wrong place at the wrong time. Just like those flowers that bloomed in winter. I think we might be good. You will wither away soon. What a relief, though. Because I won't be alone as I die. I hope I'm born into a loving family, so that I can make a lot of friends. I don't want to suffer anymore. I'm looking for people that others won't care about, even if they disappear all of a sudden. You're perfect. What the? Is he flying? I noticed that you were talking to the flowers. Those are called plum blossoms. Mewa means plum blossoms in Korean. They actually bloom during the winter or early spring when it's still cold. They're not going to wither anytime soon. No creature is ever born with the purpose of dying, regardless of its environment, of the environment they're in. They try their best to survive. That's also our duty. Is dying like this what you really want? I don't want to die. But living like this is way worse than dying. I'm sorry, Mewa. Then, kill instead. Kill everyone that stands in your way to ensure your own survival, just like the plum blossoms that are blooming despite the cold winter, to ensure the continuation of their kind. Ah! That's right. Leader taught me to kill them all. What? Oh. The consumed part regenerated right away. Is that the roach's ability? So she made progress. I really did not see this coming. Predator, the origin of species. Second in star. To survive and avoid being eaten, I must kill first. Enough. It seems that I was wrong, Mewa. I suppose it's a waste to use predators as food. You two will come with me. Dahui, what do you want? What do you want to do after everything changes? Power will dictate things in the new world. I want to kill them all. I'll kill everyone who hurt me or made me suffer. I swear to God, if you touch Nami, if you touch baby girl, and I will eat them. Yee! That's the only way for me to feel alive. What I want to do in the new world? I don't think I've actually thought about it. But I guess I can worry about that after killing everyone that's been getting on my nerves. Master Breeder. Pill. Everything seems to be going according to plan. It's all thanks to you. Not only did you secure such a nice vessel... Oh, this guy's still alive? Over time, not again. But you also rescued Kim, who had been locked up in Nest. That was rather easy. Who's Kim? Who was Kim again? Except, I thought you told me you wanted to get rid of predators. I did. After seeing what Sloth had done, I thought about the need for specimens with free will again. But I changed my mind. Turns out even predators still have room for growth. They have something Mihui lacks. They'll positively affect one another. Mihui, the specimen that Master Breeder mentioned. To be honest, I still don't know what's so special about her. I heard that she was fed Yu Song Song's remains and made stunning progress over a short period of time to become a predator herself. But predators retained their feelings and thoughts despite having been fed. On the other hand, I can sense neither feelings nor thoughts from that thing. There's something unsettling about her, as if I'm looking at a well-made puppet. Well, are you ready, Su-chan? I'm convinced that you'll be able to harness the genetic material of the gigantic dragonfly from this wing in the blue amber fragment. The Meganura DNA. All right. Su-chan is cooking up still. All right. So, here we go. Fun fact with an entomologist. I'm going to start by saying PETA doesn't see insects as animals. Hogwash. I just read a lot of learned helplessness in this episode. We mainly talk about this behavior with mammals, including humans, when things are so far out of our control that we shut down. We all got a taste of that during the Rona. We've talked about pessimist bees when shaken. But there's another one. We took fruit flies and made them develop learned helplessness from heat. Oh, interesting. All right. Question of the day for Jungle Juice. Who's Kim? Someone remind me of who Kim was. Oh, wait. No. I know exactly. Kim was this guy. Yeah. All right. Bonus question of the day, for Jungle Juice, or actual question of the day. What's Hyuna gonna say? Because we can see her in the little thumbnail teaser, that Hyuna is gonna be in the episode next week. So yeah, what do you think she's gonna do? Anyway, we went for a long time tonight. We talked a lot about Unordinary tonight, which was a lot of fun. And speaking of talking about Unordinary, I do have a video in the works that I do hope you guys look forward to getting very soon, because it was actually a very fun video to make. And it's a video with some special guests. So, yeah. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. And, yeah. As always. See you, Space Cowboy.